Okay, we're in the city of Garden Grove. This seems to be a section of vehicles. That looks like for the city parking control, park patrol. This is done on the same date as the first video.
Okay.
Yes, indeed. Thank you. And this here vehicle, another park patrol. Pretty nice control. Code enforcement. Number 427. I guess this is a section. This is not the police department. I think they're across the street. More code enforcement. I remember this building used to be the Orange County Transit, and it changed to Orange County Transit Authority. More vehicles. Code enforcement, parking control. What we're going to try to do here, would be the First Amendment test for Garden Grove, City of Garden Grove, County of Orange, in the state of California. Yeah, remember, see if this is Century or Arcadia, ACIA or something like that. Again, this is a First Amendment test for the City of Garden Grove, County of Orange, the state of California. It's a Saturday, and like most agencies or substations, they're not open. So I'm glad that they're open. There's the fire department, Garden Grove, Station 32, and not jaywalking. How am I supposed to know? Anyways, there's no don't walk sign, so I have no idea. Visitor parking. Police department, fire department. That would be the fire department. I don't see any. Oh, there's one in the back. I was going to say I don't see any fire vehicles. What it is if we, U.S. citizens who care about the Constitution and what it represents, we need to do these First Amendment audits. It is such a disservice to sit there and reap the benefits of other people's, work. People have fought and died for the United States Constitution. They laid down their lives. There's women and men in law enforcement and that just don't get it. They just don't understand. And of course, I hate all you haters out there, which makes me a hater, I guess. But when you guys sit there and say, you're just harassing the police, well, think about it. How many times have they harassed us? Okay, again, I'm checking for any video, like no video beyond this point, or any kind of section. They should never wrote that in black ink. Yeah, word to the wise. Don't write a sign in black ink when there's no when their background is black. Another thing I get a lot of comment on is the poor quality of the video. You get it. Are we that spoiled that I have to have a $1,600 camera? Thank you. To my surprise, they're open. Again, no cell phones. Well, this is not a cell phone. Looks like they just ran over a photographer. At least they're going code just before they did it. Anything about cameras. And this is ironic. Effective April 8th, 2003, the Garden Grove Police Department will be taking digital photographs of all artisan, drug, and sex restaurants as a part of the registration. Oh yeah, they could take pictures, but we can't. To have a digital photograph taken, it is necessary for the registrants to enter a secure jail facility. Prior to entering the second jail facility, a pat-down search will be conducted. Of course, this has to do with the Penal Code 290 sex offenders on the second floor. Vehicle release policy. Again, very big on cell phone use. And this is another ironic thing. Okay. Terrorism, a guide to domestic preparedness. I wonder if this is a training manual for the police department to become a police officer. Orange County residents are protected by our local law, fire, public health. Again, nothing about photograph. They have emphasis on cell phone use. I mean, it's very, it's kind of like a doctor's office or an MRI. I don't know what the use of cell phones in the lobby is prohibited. Now keep in mind, the verbiage here is prohibited by this facility. Does not mention a code, section, statute. So that's very borderline. That would imply that it's a suggestion. We release vehicles, okay. Again, nothing about videotape. Again, another sign. They have a lot of these signs about cell phones, but nothing about cameras. Garden Grove News. Take Back Initiative. Okay. Okay, that was a good exchange there. Again, this is not the best camera, but hell, you get the picture. I don't know if someone was stopped or being questioned or anything. Again, no, I'm not harassing the police. This is video documentation. My main goal is not to talk to anyone. My main goal, if you see video 1, is just that. That's another thing I have a problem focusing, because I have a tendency to look at the they have a tendency to look over the thing like a firearm, when you picture sight, but I should be looking at the screen. Okay, this is the fire department. Now the fire department is a strange animal. They do violate First Amendment, but the states will identify them as, hey, this is a dangerous area. This could be falling, or that could be falling in a construction. We had, so, I would see every time a cop gives you an lack of a better word, I don't like to use the word order, but when a police gives you a suggestion, but they don't bring it out as a suggestion, they sit there and say, move back, move, move. And if you feel that you're close enough and you're not in danger, or nor endangering anybody else other than, just yourself or whatever, you're endangering no one. And it's only a suggestive, it's ambiguous. You sit there and say, no, that's okay, I think this is fine. And he shouts out lawful orders. Well, you can still deny a lawful order. It's also in the military. They have a section in which when you have a superior giving you orders that you believe is unjust, or let's you remember that major, what's his name, Major Hussein or something, that took out a couple of people. Remember that? So they're shooting them all up. A major, for Christ's sakes, of the U.S. military, shooting up a base, killing several people. That's why it was there, because no man's an island, no man's perfect. So, they all think they're Atlas. The police department think that they're holding up the world. If it wasn't for them, we'll be spinning the other way. This is weird. I'm in city of Garden Grove, yet there is a Orange County Sheriff's Forensic Science Services. I guess they can't afford their own. That's odd. Kind of weird. And there's a park over here. One time I was at Mile Square Park. Again, I'm looking for cameras. Do not see, or excuse me, not cameras. I'm looking for anything that tells you that you can't. What's that, broke? Oh, maybe it's an impound. But anyways, I was at Mile Square Park one time, and there was a sign that says, "Do not feed the ducks." I looked at it to see if there was any kind of code, like California Municipal Code, section, statute. There wasn't. So guess what I did? Are you sitting down? I fed the freaking ducks. And over here, Orange County off of Brookers, I think Euclid encompasses the Mile Square Park. It says, "Do not feed the ducks," but there's absolutely no code. So again, it's implied that it's a suggestion. If they want to sit there and say, "Hey, I'm on the backside of the police department right now, and I'm looking for cameras also," but here, trucks. I'm sorry for the quality, but hey, it's not what you got, it's what you do with what you got. Am I right? And they have a couple of these, I know, Liaison. They got a Victor light there. I haven't seen those in a while. These are pretty old equipment. But where's he got things up here? Now the first gentleman you'll see in the first video, as I was crossing over to the parking control, parking enforcement, I met him, and it was a great exchange. Now whether he called it in, I don't know. I expect him to call it in. I expect him to I stopped talking because I was reaching out, and I wasn't sure if I was farther away from the mic. But the fact is, I expect him to call it in. I mean, you're going to have be advised, you'll have a male white, approximately 20 to 25 years of age, built like a shit house, and hung in color. He'll be armed with a camera, And here's another thing that you want to tell people, or the police. If you don't want your picture taken, move. You move. Don't sit there and escalate the situation by saying you're being detained. Now, that's freaking lame. And then these guys cost the cities all over. I understand you do your job perfectly, you're going to get sued. And then the cost of processing it is too expensive. Oh, look at this. Yeah, welcome to Garden Grove. Hello. Don't worry, I'm not important. Yeah, welcome to Garden Grove. He's several feet away, not even a yard. He's several feet away from the Garden Grove Police Department. He's like taking a sit quiet. Well, you can look at it both ways. They're not doing their job, or maybe they are. Maybe they respect a guy to rest in a park. I don't expect him to jack them up, So, oh God, it smells like a skunk back here. Well, there's a couple police cars. But like I say, this wall here is approximately 5 feet. Okay? So if you don't want to be photographed, hey, here's an idea. How about a freaking sign? Put up a freaking sign. No video beyond this point. Filming. And then if I'm so bold, mention a goddamn municipal code. You know, California vehicle code. No parking in this area. No littering on the freeways. Like a $1,500 fine. Here in California, the fines, I'm not sure if it's because they think people from California is like super rich. But in California, all the fines, you committed the same fine, let's say right turn on red, without coming to a police stop. That ticket is approximately, first offense is approximately $345, $347. First offense. And that's not including court costs. And it just burns me because why is a guy in Kentucky getting a ticket for $57? I don't, the same offense, it should all fall under a federal statute that if you do this, this is how much it is, regardless. Because if you're saying that it's a public safety issue, then why are states with more money, they're expensive, they're more expensive? Does that make sense to anyone? Absolutely amazing. Police behind me. He's coming in. I'm facing forward, but I can see him in my peripheral. Well, okay, that was great. Another one. Perfect. Absolutely. Garner Grove, you got your S together, really. Seriously, I'm not being facetious. Seriously. If this was Riverside County, I think my head would be between these bars here. Okay? Yeah. There was a movie. I forgot what it is. When I don't know who it is, but it was a scene where they were in jail, and this big macho guy grabs an inmate and throws him in between the bars, and the bars, and he got his head locked into the bars. That's what I'm saying. If this was Riverside County, or any of these like overzealous police officers, my head would have been in between there, locked in. And they come up with, oops. And then it'll be nice because, after all, right across the neighbor is the fire department. They could cut those puppies up. Of course, they'll send me the bill for fixing it and, destroying it and fixing it. That's the third Garner Grove officer. I'm going to conclude this First Amendment. Garden Grove, California, and for the County of Orange. I'm telling you guys, that was great. The A+, gentlemen. Thank you.